Hello everyone. So I think what I want to do for these kinds of videos is have a talking bit in the middle, but I will film it after I finish like editing the rest of the video, so I can talk about how my week has been, how I'm feeling, explain anything that I feel like needs to have more context, and then share a bit of what the rest of the video looks like. So that's what this is going to be. So this week I have been on spring break. It hasn't really felt like spring break, mainly because it's still been really cold and rainy, and I feel like this has been the first year of that I remember that the weather is like this in March. I feel like in March it starts to get pretty warm and like not as gloomy and rainy, and it's more of like definitely feeling more like summer, or like what you would imagine spring to feel like. So it's been a little bit odd, but I really like this weather personally. I prefer it more than the heat. I get like bad sensory problems when I'm like super sweaty, so I'm not a fan of summer, and especially because I live in Southern California, it gets really hot, but and like humid. But this week I was just at home. I have just been at home. Earlier this week I was really stressed out about this theater assignment because the whole month of March has been like not my month. I have been like no routine this month, which just isn't good for me mentally. Like, it's been really chaotic, and that just really stresses me out and makes me really overwhelmed. And part of it's my fault. I did a really poor job at like planning this month, and like, yeah. But I have a routine, and usually like a week out of every month my routine gets knocked off. It's almost like part of my routine to have that happen. But instead this month, like, nothing has been a part of my routine. Like, there has been no routine at all, and that's not good for me mentally. I was really stressed out about this theater assignment at the beginning of the week because I thought that I was a lot more behind than I actually was. And then I remember, like, I went to my mom and I was like, help me, like, what do I do? I'm really behind on this. And then she was like, you're not that behind, like, explaining it to me and everything. So at the end of this week I felt a lot better, and yeah, and I think you could kind of tell that, but like later in this video. But But yeah, I just was working on schoolwork obviously at the beginning, and then I think the next clip is I changed my room around. I do that like once a month, once every other month. Whenever I feel like there's a sort of a bigger transition in my life, I will change my room around. It just kind of helps me cope and adapt to new things, which I feel like it would be the other way around, but I might do like a room tour or whatever later, like in the next video, but I don't really know about that. I change my room around a lot. I think it would be cool to document the different changes that it goes through, so I probably will post a little room tour type thing. But I changed my room around in this video, and then I'm hanging out with Sarah. At the very end, we made these like Easter cookie houses that are like gingerbread houses, like Christmas gingerbread houses, but Easter, with sugar cookies instead of gingerbread. So we made those, and yeah, I just do a mini vlog of my day a little bit, and yeah. Anyway. I was trying to find a rag to use on my face to like pat it down dry, but I couldn't, and like I just look so lost here, and I think it's so funny.